Good morning, dear students. This is Anju Sharma, your English teacher. And this video is for class 5, subject English reader, lesson number 7, The Big Friendly Giant. The Big Friendly Giant, part 1. As you know, students, today onwards, our annual term syllabus starts. So this is the first chapter of our annual syllabus. So this chapter is lesson number 7, The Big Friendly Giant. So my dear students, this is chapter number 7, The Big Friendly Giant. The BFG, chapter number 7. I would like to request you to open your book at page number 93. This chapter is adapted from Denny, the Champion of the World, and it is written by Roald Dahl. So my dear students, you might have heard the stories. There are different types of stories like fantasy, folk tales, fable, comedy, etc. This is the story of a boy called Denny, who loved the stories that his father told him. There are two types of giants, good giant and bad giant. But do you know, this is the story of good giant. In this story, his father, Danny's father, was not an educated man, but he was a marvelous storyteller. He used to make up a bedtime story for him. BFG was the best serial story that Danny's father told. In this story, he described the big giant, how he looked like. BFG, a big friendly giant. He was not as normal man, and he lived in cavern. Cavern, you know, students? Cavern means cave. He used to come out only when it was dark. Whenever his father used to tell him stories, he used to wave his arms and he got up from the bed and walked around. He used to sit on narrow bed but speaks very softly. You know what he used to do? BFG made his magic powder out of the dreams that children dreams when they are asleep. His powder factory was in cavern. And one thing you know, BFJ's sense of hearing was fantastic. He was unaware of everything around him when he used to tell him the stories. BFJ could hear the tread of Lady Bird's footsteps as she walked across a leaf. He could hear the whispering of ants as they scurry around in the soil talking to one another. He could also hear the sudden shrill cry of a tree. BFG put the dreams in glass bottles and screwed the top down tightly. Both the dreams were their good dreams in a bottle, and he exploded bad dreams. Means he burst them. In the dead of the night, He went through the village in search of sleeping children. He took the advantage of his height. He always carried suitcase for powders and a blowpipe. He tried the blowpipe in through the open window. The powder floated around the room. The narrator was so curious to know what happened after that. But his father said more about that tomorrow. Now we are too late. Good night, Denny. Go to sleep. His father kissed him and he slept. Clear, children? So students, after the summary of this chapter, now let us discuss the word meanings of this chapter. After that, I'll explain you the chapter. So our first word is running. Running means here in this chapter, one after another. Number 2 is wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow means small hand pushed carts. Cavern. Cavern means a cave. Filling station. Filling station, petrol pump. Stride, walk with long steps. Stride, walk with long steps. Waggling. Waggling means moving something with short movements from side to side or up and down. Waggling means moving something with short movements from side to side or up and down. Next is bunk. Bunk means a narrow bed that is fixed to a wall. Drifting, moving in a slow and steady manner. Number 9, intent. Intent means, children, showing strong interest and attention, paying attention. Unconscious. Unconscious means unaware. Next, tread. Tread means the sound of footsteps. Clear? Come to next word, scurry. Scurry means move quickly with short steps. Shrill. Shrill means loud and forceful. Imprisons. Imprisons means locks. Screws. Closes a lid by turning it round and round. Explodes. Explodes means burst. In the dead of the night. In the quietest part of the night. Prowling, moving quietly and carefully around an area, especially when hunting. Next is blowpipe, a long tube for blowing powder. Wick, the piece of string at the center of an oil lamp. Next is paraffin lamp. Paraffin lamp, a lamp that uses paraffin, which is a kind of fuel. Last is wood stove. Wood stove means a stove that uses wood as fuel. Clear? So I hope, my dear students, you have understood the summary of this chapter and the word meanings. So thank you for watching. Soon we will meet in another video. Bye children. Take care.